This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Matt! Flag 20!
Mike's 54!
These two!
Target!
Flag it back!
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No spacing.
Let's go one more!
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Watch the run!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That's what I'm talking about!
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You must be getting...
They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped. Behind the line.
It's coming again.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Lynch, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, we get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
98 to Mike. Get in the weight room.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Coming to you.
They run it with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Quick six. That's what they
Taking
call
it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And now it's third down. Got an open man. It's Washington.
Blue 30.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Monday, 50.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
6-6. Roll it high.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Eight.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Single.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 21 yards there on third down. On first down, it's Samuels. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Alert, alert!
Dave. Woo! Let's get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin on third down. Carson, he's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Hey, they scared.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run for it with Lynch. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
98, 98's the mic. Here we go, D, get off the field. Back.
They try again with Lynch, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch In the final seconds of the first half, and the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Carson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Who that?
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
54.
54.
These 2.
Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54.
Hey, exit.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Right there, right there.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Mike, here we go. Black 20.
Let's go.
Snickers, 66.
Hey,
Check Pilot, black, what's that?
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check three, check three.
80 weapon. Jack 16. Black and
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Black 80. 44.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 30.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Hey, check Mike 33. 22 and 44.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Samuels, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
White 80.
Good job.
Alert, alert.
Slide the ball.
50.
Alert three, alert three.
Topper, topper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
All right now, White 80.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Snickers. Snickers.
Mike, check 33. 33. Yo, 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 yo.
E, these two.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Black, what's that?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to get him for a loss of about 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bang out, bang. I know you feel good.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Look for signals. Check pass. Check pass.
198. Charlie. 98's the mic.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Samuels. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Black 30. Snickers, 66. Focus.
Slam.
Take 2 of them.
Take 4.
They'll run with Samuels. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Shift.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
You got tight right there. Check 9. Kill. Turn up.
Monday.
Kill. Turn up.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Jack 16.
Mike, check.
Middle.
33.
Alert. No foul. Black is line.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
50, bravo.
Mike,
These 2.
33.
Come on, D. Hey, check Mike.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
All day.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
8. Hey, check Mike 33.
Buzz. No spacing.
Night. Mike, check 33. 33.
Man, that's trash.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Here we go. Flag 20.
33.
1, 2, 3.
Alert.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Hey, check Mike.
Hey,
Check
high 7.
Hey. Giving up nothing today.
Mike, check 33. 33.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
230.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, Charlie.
33.
Middle.
Switch up. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Quarter.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, orbit.
Don't get nervous.
These two.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Here's Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Yeah, baby.
Friday.
3-3.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Nothing open down.
14.
First.
Watch the shift.
From the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Away and incomplete. Steve,
is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big...
From 8 yards out, as they are able to cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just to set points? Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That! Black 20!
Check Mike 33. Here we go, here we go.
What was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Crunch time, defense.
Snickers!
Check 50.
Snickers!
Check 13. Check 13.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus.
0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Hey, check.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
No spacing.
Hey, Mike's 50.
44.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike, it's on!
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Zoom.
Check Mike 33. I got you.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Hey, there
From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
All day. All day. Bravo.
Mike, guys, 55.
Check.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 55. 55.
Here we go.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, check Mike.
77.
Check the outs. Check the outs.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Past the 20. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Stop. You see me out here?
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
98's the mic.
Good job right there.
Got it. Watch 98. Watch 98.
Now Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert!
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Check Mike 33. Drop deep, drop deep.
No spacing.
33.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Guys, listen.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down.
All go special. Hey, alert.
Watch the slant. High seven.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Under 10.
Friday.
Check 31. Check 31.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Delta, Delta.
Let's go, 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set. Like 80.
Watch for flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Bump, bump, bump.
Alert, alert.
45. 45.
Hey.
45.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey,
check Mike 45.
Middle.
Check Mike 45.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely. Completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here we go. Like 20.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Oh, you got deep?
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Mostert. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. This is Mostert. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Mostert. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Mike, check 33.
Eight. Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey,
now Roethlisberger to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Right,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey,
smoke.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got some space here. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 56. Here we go.
56. Mike.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy.
36 to Mike.
Here it comes.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Fear in that offense.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey.
Easy.
Shift.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we
San
go.
Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
13.
61, matchbox lights.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage
Here we go.
back at the 43-yard line.
21.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Blue 30.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue.
Hey, alert.
On third down, Samuels. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
54.
No spacing.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Like 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Nice touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin. 84 yards, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
All right, now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Let's see what you got.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Complete to Washington. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On first down, Samuels, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Middle.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Samuels. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Black 20.
51, Mike, 51.
No spacing.
Stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And the 49er hands team does its job.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go.
Mike,
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Check, 55 to Mike. Not today, you
65. Go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10 is Connor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
Mike, check 33. I'm
coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Oh, yeah.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, let's get some penalties.
44. Hey, wahoo! These two.
Go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Golf.
Alert.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Come on.
No spacing.
Mike, check 33.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Joker.
50. Low ball.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
King.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Alert.
Check 6.
Bravo.
Kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Quarter.
I'm coming after you.
Check. Lucky.
Switch it. Come on.
Snickers, you got to spin. Double bump. Buzz. Hey, Greystone travel.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Bang.
Snickers. Alert. Hey. High 7.
Now Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5.
Good work, boys.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
From 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Let's put him on the button.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back, and he's going to go down again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively.